Welcome back to another episode of Marcel, Hyde Mindset. Subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and most importantly, make sure you're sharing this content to someone out there that you think could benefit from this content. Even if it's just a sentence that I say that sounds impactful, you're going to want to share it so people can really just level up their life, improve themselves, just become a whole new version of themselves, all right? So I hope you guys are taking each and every day to develop, to advance, to grow, to get better, and just to be a more wholesome person, all right? Life is all about improving yourself. You'll never be perfect, so stop trying to be perfect. Rather, just try to be the best version of yourself. That's all you can do, right? Is become the best version of yourself. And that's gonna look different for each and every individual. My best is gonna look different from Jim's best, Jessica's best. Everybody's best is different. As long as you're giving it your best, you're doing everything it takes to be the best version, then at the end of your life, you know, you can look back and say, you know what, I gave it my all, right? So remember, guys, hard times develop you as a person. Adversity, struggle, it makes you stronger. So I always emphasize that you want to be going to the hard, going towards the hard, embracing the adversity, not running from it, but embracing it. I have a message for today that I wanted to discuss. It's been on my mind for quite some time, and I really just want to emphasize it, all right? And it's the fact that, you know, a lot of people, well, everybody goes to work, but my thing is, are you going to work and giving, let's say, 110% of your work, and then when you go home, you're not spending any time on yourself? Or do you have a job where you're there and it's just strictly for the money, and then you're not improving? So you're there, you're collecting money, but there's no more skills that you're using. You know, maybe the job is very monotonous and doesn't require much skill. So how are you developing as a person if, let's say, you're spending 12, 14, 16 hours there, or even 8 hours, and then just being there, obviously you're going to be somewhat drained because you're moving, you're talking. Over time, you get tired. But if you're in a workplace or an environment where, you know, you're not using much skills or you're not developing, then you have to find time to develop yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck at that same level or that same opportunity. So let's say you're at a job and it doesn't require much skill and you've been doing it for like 3, 4, 5 years. You should be taking like courses in between, whether that's like leadership courses or management courses or just some type of course to develop yourself, because there reaches a point when you're not really developing on the job. And I think some people, they get comfortable with that. They go 20, 30 years at a job that maybe it's not much pressure, and maybe they've mastered the skills and they just do the bare minimum and they leave. But when you look at the bigger picture, how is that helping you? Is that really helping you? Yeah, you're getting money, you're paying your bills, you have a job, which is admirable and great, but at the end of the day, are you developing as a person? Are you really going to be fulfilled with yourself if you're not developing? You know, I don't think any human being can really be fulfilled with themselves. We all have potential, and we're not at least striving to reach that potential, at least striving to, you know, exceed what we thought we could do, or doing more, or becoming more. I think as human beings, it's just natural to want more, to be more, to do better, to become better. I think it's just natural. You know, it's just something within us that each and every human being has, to want more, to do more, to get better. Whether they want to put the work in for it or not is a different case. You know, I think everybody wants more. Everybody wants more money in their pocket, but are they willing to do what it takes to have more money in their pocket? Are they willing to take that course? Are they willing to gain a new skill? I don't think so. You know, but the ones that choose to do that are the ones that we see are the leaders in society, the ones that we see maybe on TV, or our managers, our supervisors, you know, our CEOs. You know, those are the ones that took it upon themselves to develop themselves, right? And if they weren't getting that training on the job, maybe they took courses. You know, average CEO reads how many books? I don't know the exact number, but it's a large amount. A few years ago, I think it was over 30 books that the average CEO reads. And the CEO must be busy 10, 12 hours a day, yet they're finding time to read. they're finding time to better themselves, it really explains why they're at a higher level, why they're at that level, why they're financially secure. It really makes a lot of sense. You got to find that time to develop yourself, because when you're on the job, are you really developing yourself? You might reach a point where you've mastered all the skills of the job. Now what? You got to ask yourself, where do I go from here? Every job that you're at, or if you're in a business, you always have to be trying to grow. And I believe that to grow, you have to grow yourself. If I'm not growing myself, how do I get to that next level? If I'm the same person when I came into a job, if I'm the same person when I started a business, then I'm definitely going to get the same results. How could you be the same person, do the same things, and expect a different result? There's some saying, and you can look it up, but it's something about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Right? And it's just like that. I just use that example. Going to your workplace, doing your business, but you're the same person each and every year. You haven't leveled up in any type of way, but yet you expect a promotion, yet you expect to get more money. So how do you have that expectation when you're not working on yourself? So don't fall into that trap, because a lot of times people fall into that trap. They get complacent, they get comfortable, and then years go by, because time is like sometimes it's just like, where did time go? From year to year, you look at time, you're like, whoa, 7 years passed? It's like a blink. You snap your fingers, 7 years. Like, really? I question that sometimes. Like, I look back 7 years ago, I'm like, whoa. Like, I can remember it like it was yesterday. Like, it was just like, is this a dream? Right? It's funny how things go sometimes. You always got to be developing yourself. People say life is short, and I'm really starting to get that. I'm 35. I'm not old, but I'm not young. So to me, it's just like, I don't want my time to go by and I didn't accomplish anything. I don't want my time to go by and I didn't do anything. I don't want to get to my older age and I'm scrambling. At that point, I don't want to be, where's this money coming from? Where's that money coming from? Because you see it. I have a older gentleman as a friend. He's retiring, but he has to work because he only made a certain amount of money. And that's the reality. If you're only going to make a certain amount of money, you got to think about the long term and the future, where that's going to put you. Do you want to be 65 and working? Some people, yes, because they say they'll be bored. Some people say, no, I just want to be on the beach, but I have to work because I don't have enough money. So set yourself up early on in your life, so when you are older, you don't have to worry as much. You're still going to worry. There's still worries in life, but you don't have to worry as much. At least you'll have that freedom to decide if you want to work or not work, right? Some people have no choice but to work when they retire because they didn't, make enough money or didn't retire with enough money. So it's serious, man. A lot of things are serious out in this world. So you got to be developing yourself, trying to get to the highest level possible that you can get to, financially speaking, spiritually speaking, health-wise, in all aspects, try to get to the highest level. I'm not a fitness expert or I'm not a personal trainer by any means, but I'll tell you, I try my best to eat right. I try my best to look as fit as possible. Financially, I try my best to reach as far as I can go. I'm at this level today. I'd love to get to a higher level each and every year, each and every month if I can. So for me, that's what life is all about. It's just like evolving every day, every year, every month, every week. I'm always evolving. I never want to be the same. I use this saying, to wrap up the show. When you see somebody, like a friend, let's see your friend, you have a friend that lives far away. Let's say, in my situation, they live in Calgary. And I see them once a year. Every year, I want them to feel and see that I'm not the same person that they met last year. I want them to see and feel that I've evolved, that I've grown, that I've changed, that I've developed, that I've picked up a new skill maybe. Or there's just something different. People should be around you and be like, you know what, there's just something different about you. You're not the same person that you were last year. And that's what you want. If you're reading those books, if you're attending those workshops, if you're going to those seminars, you're definitely not going to be in the same position each and every year. All right? So stay patient. Keep working on yourself. I love leadership. I love mindset. I love personal development. So that's why I talk about these topics. I hope that you guys find what your passion is and your purpose and why you've been placed there. God bless you. Stay on your journey. Stay focused. And, good things will come to you. Not to say that bad things won't happen, because that's just the reality of life. Bad things do happen. You get sad sometimes. You get emotional. You're not always going to be happy and upbeat. But find a way to be more happy than sad. I'm telling you, you don't want to go through life being sad. Something, or gratitude. You can always find some gratitude out here in this world. I'm grateful for the little things. There's someone in the world that doesn't have a job. There's someone in the world that has to go to a well to get water, or someone that didn't eat this week, right? So think about those things. Remember, mindset is everything. Grab my ebook, link is in the bio. Marcel, Hyde, Mindset.